So at that point, I was busting moves faster than probably any other artist they had there. And I'm pretty sure that other artists and Jay-Z didn't like how fast I was moving. So when Dame did offer me that, I'm like, that's just another announcement I can make, because it's looking like Cam was like in a terrible situation. I'm starting to get my crew together with the Diplomats, and now I'm doing good as a solo artist.
You want me to keep it real with you, or you want me to lie to you?
Keep it a book.
I said the Roc Nation brunch ain't of nothing but Jay-Z putting a bunch of on the lawn and then going in the back door and saying, I told you I still run this shit. Give me the money.
Wow.
So, it looks like Camron isn't taking his foot off Jay-Z's neck anytime soon, because he just teamed up with rapper Gillie Da Kid to expose Jay's real behavior when the cameras aren't rolling. And let's just say Jay-Z is never beating the control freak allegations. Gillie exposed Jay for trying to force him into a slave deal where he would have to work like a dog while earning peanuts. What's even more disturbing is the fact that Jay allegedly tried to control the rappers signed to Roc-A-Fella, and when they refused to do exactly what Jay wanted, he would allegedly threaten them, blackball them, and ruin their careers. Camron also had a lot to say about this, and y'all already know he doesn't hold anything back when it comes to exposing these so-called industry elites. So what did Camron have to say about Jay-Z's alleged control tactics? And did Jay really threaten to unalive Gillie? Let's talk about it.
So he says he's in the studio playing it, and my verse come on, and Jay say, stop it, erase that shit, and just erase my whole verse. So PD calls me, he like,
I gotta slow you down a little bit.
So, it's no longer news that Jay-Z is one of those ruthless business moguls who'll do anything to get ahead in the game. Recently, more and more people have been opening up about how Jay-Z did them dirty. Whether it's by making them sign slave record deals, cheating them out of deals, blackballing them, or even sometimes threatening them to go with whatever he wants. Nothing is too much for Jay-Z, allegedly. In recent interviews, Cam has been spilling the beans about his time at Roc-A-Fella and how he was treated when he worked closely with Jay-Z and his former partner Dame Dash. For context, Camron got signed to Roc-A-Fella through Dame Dash, who he was childhood friends with. At the time, Cam was fresh out of a terrible record deal with Tommy Mottola's Sony Epic Records. Before that, he had been signed to Lance Rivera's entertainment label, distributed by Epic Records. The deal also wasn't all that great because it fell through when the label lost its funding. Camron didn't have great experiences when it came to record deals and labels, so coming to Roc-A-Fella, Camron was ready to hit the ground running, which is what he did. In 2002, he released his third and most successful album, Come Home With Me, featuring guest appearances from Jay-Z, Beanie Sigel, and Memphis Bleek. Star producers like Kanye West and Just Blaze also worked on the album. That same year, Cam also appeared in a movie Dame Dash produced titled Paid in Full, starring alongside Mekhi Phifer and Wood Harris. Cam was moving higher up in the company, making big moves and growing his career. By all accounts, Cam's collaboration with Roc-A-Fella was going well. However, everything changed when Jay started getting jealous of the way Cam was becoming an important figure in the label. Allegedly, Jay didn't want anyone getting on top who he didn't co-sign, and here was Cam doing it effortlessly because he worked hard and knew how to network with the big guys. Jay-Z wasn't happy with this, so he allegedly tried to block Camron's success. He started by telling Cam he couldn't bring certain people to the office even if they were there for work.
Basically, when I got to Roc-A-Fella, you know, I tried to ingratiate myself with everybody.
That's a big word, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm trying to be cool with everybody. Okay, right, I'm trying to say,
good.
They already have something going, and I know.
Ingratiate.
So I'm trying to
look that up later.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to
You're like fast tracking your situation.
I'm trying to be cool with everybody, because y'all got your own thing, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to come in here and seem like I'm stepping on toes or whatever. So I'm cool with everybody, you know, hey, this, that, and the third. And, you know, Jay's a competitor, you know what I'm saying? So me coming there, I don't know, this was Dame's situation. This ain't something that he did. So, you know, first thing that happened, I brought K Slay up there. And I guess I didn't know he was mad at K Slay because K Slay must have played Ether at the time, and he was mad at Nas for Ether and all this other shit.
We never heard this story, Ken.
Yeah, I'm telling you what happened. You can ask K Slay. So
I've never heard this story, Ken. Wait a minute.
What?
So you saying you run K Slay up to baseline?
Yeah.
Okay, and this is after K Slay, he definitely voted for Nas Ether. I remember this. Continue.
Yeah, so I brought him up there because, you know, we using K Slay to host our mixtape. So K came up there, boom. Jay wasn't there. But as I'm leaving, Jay is in the lobby of Baseline. So I walk K to the elevator, And I guess they said, K and Jay-Z said, what's up, whatever. So I walked back in, he said, yo, you gotta be careful who you bringing around here. We might have just slapped the shit out of K Slay. And I'm like, wait, what's going on, man? You know, I don't even know what's going on. He's like, yo, just saying be careful who you bring up. All right, cool, this your house. I ain't got no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Cool.
According to Cam, he started to feel negative energy from Jay-Z at some point. He'd tell Jay he needed to work on something, or that he needed Jay to sign off on some deal he was trying to make, and Jay would just give off a very weird vibe.
I'm like, yo, Jay in the studio, I'm like, yo, we might wanna hop on this record. We building the buzz, and he'll just look like, okay, that's cute. Like, he didn't say it, but he's like, okay. I'm like, all right, cool. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. So, I start heating up, you know what I'm saying? And he like, yo, it seemed, you know, you could tell some tension. Mm-hmm. So one day I come to the studio, he like, yo, it seemed like it's some tension in here. Yada,
he says that?
Yeah, to me and him talking. I don't know if exact words, but he says something going on. I just wanna let you know, I see y'all niggas rocking. I ain't got no problem, we all good, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bet. Just got a song up right now, you know, if the tension in here, like, yeah, let's just do it now. Right. And he's like, bet. So we did the song. Boom. So I was like, yo, the song heating up, we might could do the video. He like, I said, okay, we back to that. Cool, so that happened.
One time, Camron said he was working with rapper Petey Crack on a record, and just when the song was set to be released, Jay-Z stepped in and made Petey delete Cam's verse. Cam made sure he got his lick back by removing Jay's verse from his song Oh My years later after he had left Roc-A-Fella.
So Petey's playing the song for Jay-Z, whoever else in the studio. And like I said, Petey Crack's story is on Vlad. He talks about a couple interviews. I already knew how it went though, but
we don't mess with that other outlet. So
yeah, so he's playing the, sorry about that. Yeah. So he's especially that, I apologize. Yeah. So a couple other videos, a couple other interviews he mentioned this. Mm-hmm. So he says he's in the studio playing it, and my verse come on, and Jay say stop it, erase that, and just erase my whole verse. So Petey calls me, he like, can't.
I gotta slow you down a little bit. You saying the original one for Petey Crack, you're on there?
Yes.
With Jewels?
Yes.
Petey's in the studio. He actually plays the record.
No, this is what happened. So,
bam.
You know, Jay one day was like,
bringing Zeke in.
Yeah. Bam. Jay one day was like, yo, I did a little something for you in the studio. I was coming in the studio, he was walking out. So I'm like, then he had something to Old Boy. And I was like,
this is Old Boy's already #1?
Yeah, it's popping.
This, all right.
This is popping.
Let's be clear. Yeah,
this is popping Old Boy.
The rough draft for Old Boy. No, this is when Old Boy's already lit.
Right.
You on tour.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I listened to it and I was like, erase that shit. You see, did this shit to me, so I was like,
yo, you a different type of pack.
I erased it.
And
that's how the song got erased. You know what I'm saying?
Things never got better when he was at the label, though. It all came to a head in late 2002 when Dame tried to make Cam and Beanie Siegel the new president and vice president of Roc-A-Fella. After Cam got the news, he was pretty excited because all his hard work was finally paying off. However, Cam had no idea that Dame had not consulted Jay-Z before making this decision. And to be fair, it's not like Camron had signed any deal or something. He was just excited about the prospect of moving up in the company, and since Dame was the one who gave him the information, he felt it was legit.
Because of these two bad deals that I came out of, I know where the money should be going. I know how much should be allocated to marketing, how much should be allocated to promotion, how much should be allocated to the studio, etc. I understood the business. So at that point, I was busting moves faster than probably any other artist they had there. And I'm pretty sure that other artists and Jay-Z didn't like how fast I was moving. So when Dame did offer me that, I'm like, that's just another announcement I can make, because it's looking like Cam was like in a terrible situation. I'm starting to get my crew together with the Diplomats, and now I'm doing good as a solo artist. Let me make this announcement, even though it's a real announcement that Dame told me, we just couldn't figure it out contractually. But I didn't know he didn't consult with Jay-Z about it. But when you ask me, do I feel the blame? Maybe I did jump the gun and talk about it too soon because no contracts was signed, no deal was done. But I'm looking at it as, okay, this is Cam coming out of a shitty situation, busting all these moves in a small time.
What nobody expected was the way Jay completely flipped out, as if he was insulted by the idea of Cam becoming the president of his label. He shot down the idea so fast that you would think Camron was planning to kick him out of Roc-A-Fella or something. If Camron didn't know Jay-Z was trying to bring him down before that time, he definitely knew now. But see, there have been many instances where people called Jay-Z out for blackballing them or stepping over them to get ahead. Till today, a lot of people believe that the reason why Dame and Jay's relationship fell apart was because of Jay's dirty business dealings. Even Dame has talked about how Jay did him dirty in multiple interviews. Believe it or not, Dame was the one who pushed Jay's music career when no one else wanted to give him a chance. Eventually, they created Roc-A-Fella, which was mostly Dame's brainchild. Within a few years, Dame and Jay had launched multiple other businesses, including Roc-A-Wear, which were all multi-million-dollar companies. In the beginning, Dame and Jay used to carry each other along when they worked on anything related to their businesses. But it got to a point where Jay started leaving Dame out of some important business decisions. Jay-Z blamed it on Dame being a reckless spender and very hot-headed, which made doing business difficult.
I don't understand that. Y'all don't, Jay's not on Def Jam. Jay's on Roc-A-Fella. Y'all not better than me. Y'all trying to make, I don't understand that. I want somebody to explain it to me. I ain't get no calls about nothing. And I'm not even trying to, y'all gonna pull this shit. Y'all know what we going through when we're bigs and all that. Y'all gonna f around like this?
Honestly, we did know about the big thing.
I know y'all know about it. Y'all went to the wait, I wanna know, I seen all of y'all yesterday. Why nobody told me about a marketing plan about Jay-Z? This is not your artist. Y'all don't do nothing for Jay-Z without me. What the That's why y'all trying to make this like, oh, that's also, are y'all the ones promoting me and him got a beef too? Because we don't. How y'all got a meeting about Jay without me? How y'all make any decisions about Jay without me? Huh, John?
Damon, how you gonna have a problem with me?
Because I'm asking you because you here on Jay's behalf. I bet you Jay don't know I wasn't invited. I bet you that. An email, now we discuss things through email.
And to an extent, it's true. Dame bought multiple mansions in different cities, flew private for years, and had entire closets dedicated to his sneakers collection. Dame could also be very aggressive. He would talk down on business partners, go off on artists when they made any little mistake, and he sometimes let his temper get the best of him.
Everybody wants a jacket. You want to do something, make a motherfucker unalive tour jacket. We don't want that shit. No, why do I need Beanie Man and Memphis Bleak wearing a Def Jam jacket? They on Roc-A-Fella. All of a sudden, niggas got jackets with their names on. And on our tour, it makes it look like a Def Jam tour. Wait a second, all right, look, you're the president of the company, right? So that means you're smart. Am I right? So don't sit there and play dumb. Now wait. If everybody on this tour has a Def Jam jacket on, what would be the general perception of this when people just walking around and don't know nothing? What would it look like? So then, knowing this, why wouldn't you be extra sensitive about giving everybody Def Jam jackets on this tour? Why? You're a president, now you know. So either you're real smart or you're real dumb. It's one or the other. And I'm not gonna say that you're real dumb. I'm gonna say you're real smart. So you know better. You all know better.
According to Camron, Dame ended up broke because his lifestyle was way too expensive for the money he had. On top of that, he also had this weird sense of entitlement.
But like with Dame, I would love to do the things Dame did. Fly private for 5 years straight. Buy 2 mansions in London. You got a mansion in London just for your kids and then a personal mansion in London for something else or renting them or whatever. You just got mansions in London. We not even from London. We just going to fucking London, hanging out, not saying, I put on my artists or really, more Jim and Jewels, but we was all Dipset, SAS. Just out in London spending money. I would love to have 2 lofts in Tribeca right around the corner for each other. $20,000 for this loft, $20,000 for that loft around the corner. So you got $40,000 a month for just lofts. Airfare, flying everywhere. Dame, I would have loved to have the biggest mansion in Alpine, New Jersey. Dame is the only that I ever seen to this day. I'm talking about to this day, and I've been in a lot of places, and like I said, maybe I haven't been in the right places. I've never seen a nigga with a urinal in their house yet. Dame is the only I see where you go to his house and he got the stand-up in the men's room. He got a urinal in his house, in the movie room, a urinal. You go to Dame house, he got a crib in Malibu. Yo, you know these walls are made out of museum walls, right? This is the same shit they use in the museum. This ain't regular house walls. They made museums out. This is museum walls and shit. Bro, if you live like that, you gotta keep hustling. You can't buy all that shit you bought. And I'm being nice, I'm not even naming half of it. You can't buy all that shit and spend all that money and then be like, I shouldn't have to work anymore. I ain't have half the shit I just named. I ain't have no 2 lofts in Soho. I ain't have no 2 mansions in London. I ain't fly private every day for 6, 7, 8, 9 years. I ain't have no damn urinal. This all shit you was spending your money on. I'm just good budgeting money, thank God.
However, none of this changes the fact that Jay probably wouldn't be where he is today without Dame. So, when Jay started betraying Dame by going behind his back to sign deals, undermining his authority in the company, Dame was really hurt. The worst part of it, according to Dame, was the fact that Jay went on collaborating with R. Kelly, despite knowing what he did to Aaliyah, who was the love of Dame's life. What really shocked Dame about the betrayal was the fact that it took him so long to understand that Jay would do anything and step over anyone to get ahead.
What are those things, if you were giving me advice?
I wouldn't have been so generous with Jay. It was more friendship for me and money for him. I wouldn't have let certain things happen because I didn't think they could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like he would never do that, but he did things that I thought he would never do. So now I would be like, oh, he would do that, and I would make sure it didn't happen.
If Jay-Z could do that to his own best friend and business partner, imagine what he did to people he didn't consider his equal. Rapper Gillie Da Kid has stories for days when it comes to how Jay treats people he feels are below him.
So back in the day, Hov tried to sign my group Major Figures. It wasn't just Hov, it was Dame Dash, it was Roc-A-Fella. Okay. You know, I didn't feel as though that the contract was right, so I didn't accept it.
But that's not all. According to Gillie, Jay felt a type of way when he refused to sign the contract with Roc-A-Fella, so he sort of made it his mission to sabotage Gillie at every turn. According to Gillie, Jay's infamous Roc Nation brunch is just an opportunity for him to select the next artist he'll sacrifice to get ahead. In fact, Gillie said that the only time you see Jay smile in photographs is when he's with billionaires.
You want me to keep it real with you, or you want me to lie to you?
Keep it a book.
I said the Roc Nation brunch ain't of nothing but Jay-Z putting a bunch of on the lawn and then going in the back door and saying, I told you I still run this shit. Give me the money.
Wow.
Interestingly, almost everyone who has had something to say about the beef between Jay and Cam seems to believe that Jay is the one who is in the wrong. One person said, now that I'm older, I see why Jay had a problem with Cam. Cam wasn't waiting on anybody to make moves. He made them happen himself. I also remember he was going to sign with Big. But do you guys think Jay-Z is still moving like this with his newer artists at Roc Nation? Or do you think these are all rumors made up by people who are jealous of Jay's success? Let us know what you think in the comments and then check out this next video.